I love weird stuff. Weird video games, weird YouTube videos, weird everything. Which is probably why I'm so weird now that I just stop to think about it. But it's also why I love to find strange oddities to play and talk about. Like Panic for the Sega CD. So I've only just recently found out about this game, so I have no idea what it's actually like. But from the cover, it looks like it's a grand old time. Like there's a cartoon kid and dog, an airplane and a car, all these pictures of world landmarks, and a devil overlooking a wall full of blank televisions. Is it too late to change my mind?
The game begins with some low-quality Rocky and Bullwinkle-looking animations of machines malfunctioning, with an atypical Looney Tunes-esque slapstick routine as the devices turn against their human counterparts. Apparently, some computer virus has infected the world to make it so every machine acts rebelliously. So in an attempt to try and stop the virus, some kid who somehow gets sucked into his TV, I don't know how that happened, really, is the entire world's hope at stopping this disastrous problem. We're putting all our faith into a child. I would feel way better with some kind of computer scientist being stuck in there, but no, we get a kid, the dumbass kid. You better make it so my Keurig starts to make coffee again instead of poop. The game begins unceremoniously by telling me to find my way to some computer room to stop the virus, and then launching me onto the first screen where I'm given a choice of 4 buttons. And this is it. This is the game. You push buttons. Oh, how I wish I was joking, but this is literally the entire game. Each screen has its own theme and a variety of options to choose from, and you get to push a button to see what happens. Every button is linked to a different action. Some buttons will teleport you to a different screen, either going forwards or backwards to other screens. Most of the buttons do something really silly though, like showing some kind of strange character popping up and saying something.
Get me off this thing! I don't want to preserve my girlish figure!
But most of the buttons involve something happening to the kid, just your normal everyday things, like him drinking a potion and then his entire body turning into boobs.
Nope. I'm pretty sure if I look at that, I'll get arrested. Just nope. Put it away, please. Put it away.
Some of the other buttons in the game are booby trap, as it'll show you a building or a landmark from across the world being destroyed. I guess if you hit too many of these, then it's game over. But I mean, you'd have to hit all 30 of them, so the odds of that happening are pretty low. There are also some instant game over buttons, which, considering how long it can take to get from point A to point B, especially if you're super forgetful like I am, forget which buttons are the ones that teleport you, can be especially annoying when you're in a new area that you have no idea what the buttons do. It feels like they put those in for padding, just so players would be forced to start from the beginning. But if they really wanted an actual factual game over part of the game, why did they just make the booby trap buttons for that purpose? And how about instead of making it so you lose if you hit 30 booby traps, they made it about 5. That way hitting a booby trap feels more detrimental and not more of an, oh well, there's still 29 other monuments across the world. That's so many left standing because of me. And little did we know that there was a hero inside all of us, of all races, of all creeds, of all genders, of all ages. Thank you. So not only are all the visuals wacky, but the audio is consistently wacky as well. I'd like to point out that the sound effects are almost entirely done from a voice actor. So instead of actually taking time to make the sound effects, they just had a guy in the vocal booth do the next best thing. To be honest, at first I really wasn't into how they sounded, but the more I played the game, the more I felt they blended into the game. They're definitely not perfect, but considering how the game was made, what with its low-budget animation and goofy premise, they very oddly fit. Kinda like putting on 2 different colored socks, but they both complement each other. So despite the odd sound effects, there's really not a whole lot else to say. I wish I could talk about the gameplay more, but it's kind of hard to think of another way to say, all you do is push buttons. I'm sure 10-year-old me would have loved this game, as at least according to my mom, I guess I loved to push buttons as a kid. But as an adult with the supposed mental faculties of an adult, I can very clearly see that there's not a whole lot going on here. Don't get me wrong, some of the animations that play out are really cool and imaginative. Like this party popper that's acting as a nuclear explosion. Like, dude, like, oh, I love that. It's such a cool idea. Also, this butt that's farty too, I guess, because butts are funny. However, I do feel that some of the animations could have been cut, as there's just way too many that look similar. Like, for instance, this screen where the kid is falling and has a parachute. All of the options play out the same no matter which button you choose. Something that's not a parachute comes out of the pack and the kid falls. I get that all the different animations are there to keep you entertained until you find a teleport, booby trap, or character cameo button. But watching the same result happen 10 times over isn't entertaining. If anything, it's actually kind of boring. There weren't too many animations that gave me any kind of reaction besides some of the more racy ones, like a naked, floating bubble lady.
Marry me.
Surprisingly, there are a few sexually explicit animations that can play out. There's only a few of them scattered throughout the game, but still, having butts, boobs, and naked ladies show up on screen were definitely not what I expected to see from this game. Not that I mind, of course.
Okay, so I think I've shown off just how weird this game can be, right? I mean, for God's sakes, there's an entire screen dedicated to whatever this is.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Thomas Edison, inventor and father of the electric light bulb. Junior, do your stuff.
So, yeah, I think we're just about done with this game, right? I mean, we saw that, whatever that was, we saw it. We're just gonna skip to the end of the game. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, alright? Just gonna take a quick nap down here, okay?
Even for the last screen in what I guess would technically be called a boss battle, all you have to do is choose the correct button to end the game. There is a little bit of trial and error to get it right, but thankfully once you hit the right button, all kinds of shit goes down.
Well, that's not what I expected at all, but what the hell? I'll take it.
It looks like I was able to stop the virus and get all the machines to start functioning normally again. Wait, hold on. How does my coffee taste? Oh, that's what Papa needed. Yeah! Hey kid, put on the new Puff record to celebrate.
You know, I gotta admit, Panic is one of the strangest games I've ever played. But for as peculiar and as bizarre as it is, it's really not that bad. If anything, I could see it as more of a cult classic. It has its own charm despite its setbacks, and sometimes it's all a game needs in order to be worth experiencing at least once.
Like, hello? Can, like, anybody hear me? Like, hey!
Naked floating bubble lady? Is that you?
Like, yeah, that's me. Now come towards the computer screen. I guess.
It's like so
And stuff. Also, like, bring some soap.
Yes, of course I could do that, yes.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my video. It really means so much to me. If you liked what you saw, then please consider subscribing and also clicking that like button. Both of those really help me out. As per usual, you can click on 2 of these other videos here to see if you missed anything. I hope that you guys didn't. If you were like from the YouTube purge or whatever, then maybe you want to click these videos. Also, please be sure to check out my Let's Play channel with Happy Mask Gamer. It's honey bunches of fun oats of an oats time. Yeah. And of course, a very special thank you to my patrons in Ollie Moore, Tim Sykes, Steven Pimenta, and Corey Etzel. Without you guys, I'd be about $20 less richer than I am. Is that a bad thing to say? I don't know. I don't know if I should say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I disappointed you. Thank you, everybody, so much. Click on the links, and I hope to see you soon in the next video, which will be soon. I hope. I hope it will be soon. Alright, bye.